Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, if this is your first time here, we are going to talk about a video. I'm going to react about it. It's a video by Mcclain. If you don't know her, you're going to know about her. She just dropped a bomb of a video on YouTube, not YouTube, on TikTok. TikTok. People don't like TikTok. Adults don't love TikTok. There's only a few people who love TikTok. The idea of creation and why the idea that the universe created itself just doesn't make sense. But she dropped some fire facts that I think will be very interesting to some of you who are really looking to understanding, or who are looking to be challenged, or who are asking themselves about God. And if you really are on that journey, you're asking yourself if God exists. I think I'm just going to let you guys listen to the video straight up. Okay, I'm going to try and not interrupt too much, because I think everything she says is on point and just straight up. But you need to follow it up with research, please. Okay, do just understand that. All right. Super, I'm just gonna play it up and you guys can enjoy yourself. Super, China, you're on. Let's go.
Have y'all ever heard of the theory of general relativity? It's what Einstein is famous for. In his calculations, he started to realize that the universe was not eternal. It had a beginning. Now this leads us to the law of causality. Everything that came to be needs a cause.
Okay, the law of theory of relativity. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so for all those people who are probably familiar with these laws of relativity, and you're familiar with first cause theory, the universe basically began out of nowhere, out of nothingness. You probably be familiar with all of this. Okay, so I like the way that she starts to break it down really nicely. Okay,
Einstein clearly knew that if the universe had a beginning, it needed a cause.
Absolutely. Everything that has a beginning obviously has a cause. There is no way that you just start something out of nothingness. There has to be a cause for something to start with. That which has a beginning has an ending. There's a process, and everything that is a process has to have some kind of rationality and some kind of orderliness to it.
Let's go to the Big Bang Theory. There was no space, no time, and no matter before the Big Bang. The universe emerged out of nothingness. What does that mean? Since it's impossible for the universe to be able to create itself because it didn't exist in order to be able to create itself.
Interesting.
Nature and the universe itself was just a big effect that was caused by, what are we left with? An extremely powerful, extremely intelligent, precise, given the precision that our universe was created with, personal entity that is capable of existing outside of time, space, and matter. That can't be nothing but God.
Okay, so that is God. So we already know that there's two schools of thought here that sort of try to rationalize this as though those who believe in those who attribute everything to the idea that everything happened by chance, or not necessarily by chance. Those who say that no, it's not necessarily by chance, but it is a process which they attribute to evolution, and hence evolutionary species. Say that is not God. So if it's not God, then we gotta rationalize this in some way, because thus far we don't have answers. It's nothingness. We're talking about nothing here, people. Okay, something's gotta make sense at some point in time. If you don't attribute it to God, what do you attribute it to? Okay, I want to hear what these girls gotta say.
And for people that are like, okay, well, how do you know that it's like Christianity's God? There's only one God. But there's a very famous astronomer named Robert Jastrow. His credentials as a scientist are impeccable. Being agnostic, he's not even a Christian. He said that all of the essential elements of the Big Bang Theory line up with biblical creation. Because this is how God works. God speaks something, and then science runs to catch up with what he said. Science doesn't create anything. Science studies creation. Let me just answer a question that I always get. Who created God? What'd I say? I said everything with a beginning. Everything that came to be needs a cause. God didn't come to be. God is eternal, the way a lot of people thought the universe was until science disproved it. So God doesn't need a cause or a creator. He is the cause. The universe is the effect.
Perfect. She just said that perfectly. Okay, he is the creator. Okay, he is a cause. The universe is the effect. That is so perfect. Okay, that is perfect. The universe is the effect of the cause. Wow. Okay.
Don't just take my word for it. Go look into it for yourself. one more thing. Evidence is not a substitute for faith. Following God is not a matter of evidence or proof. It's a matter of the will. You have to want to do it so you can have the peace that you're looking for. And if you don't want to make that choice, no amount of evidence is going to convince you to. You have to want to.
Very true. Okay. 100%. A 1,000,000% right. There's just everything that she just nailed right on that video. Okay, there's nothing that I can add to it or take from it. I'm gonna pause that for a second and look at this Robert Jastrow guy. Okay, he died in 2008. Was an American astronomer and planetary physicist. He was NASA scientist, populist author. Okay, that's, you know, the thing is, a lot of people, I love Frank Turek, by the way. You know, do research a lot on people like that, because there's a lot of people that you can learn from if you're really looking to understand God and creation from a lot of these things. I'll leave some resources and some of the materials that I do come across for you as well, if you're really trying to learn. I think she just nailed it on the head, straight up. There is absolutely nothing you can do. There's nothing that God can literally do to convince anybody of anything. You know, a lot of people, you know, I come across people online who will be like, okay, so why doesn't God show us or perform miracles? Like, dude, man, even if Jesus died yesterday and there was video footage, people will still not believe and you still go on doing whatever you want to do. It's not about the evidence. It's not about what needs to happen to convince you of anything. I mean, seriously, think about all the conspiracy theories and think about everything that is factual, that science, even science comes to proving itself. Let's look at it from the coronavirus pandemic and everything. No matter how much science tries to put out there, there's still some proponent, there's still some opponent or somebody on the opposition or some detractor who tries to detract and distract from science with their conspiracy theories and some idea that there's a new world organization trying to take over the world. Okay, there's always a clown in every town. For every town there is a clown. Okay. Heck, I mean, even in the days, back in the days, I mean, how many miracles did Jesus perform? But somebody still found a way to say, oh no, he's not from God, he's a sorcerer or something. You know, if you're skeptical, you're going to be skeptical because you don't want to. You know, it has to come from the heart and a desire to really want to know. That is why there are people who used to be skeptics in this world, and they, you know, they wanted to go to really know, and they use the knowledge on research, their knowledge on the academics to enable them to want to know about God. And that enabled them to really research and study and look up this information. As China in this video clip just said, you need to go and look for this information if you want. And stop confusing yourself. Seriously, I was one of those youngsters who was really curious at one time when I was in varsity. And there's a lot of you youngsters out there as well who are in varsity and are looking for answers and are looking for people to help make sense of all these things, because you constantly question if there is a God. I know the answers are in front of you, but it's how you make sense of it all. Somebody will attribute everything to nothingness or somethingness, which is nothing apparently, which makes no sense whatsoever. But the point is, there is no way that the world can rationalize itself in the order, in the perfect order that it is, and you attribute that to nothing, really. I'm looking forward to the comment section. All right, big ups with China right there. China Mcclain, super awesome. I love this girl. I didn't know that she's TikToking. I didn't know that she's putting out videos out there and she's talking about God. I knew her. Some of you might know her from Daddy's Little Girls, you know, and some movies that she has released out there. So glad she's on our side. She's a bright girl. Awesome stuff. All right, guys. Do leave a comment. Do tell me what you guys think about her video. Do tell me about what you guys think as well. Are you a believer? Are you not a believer? Let's have a discussion about this. But 100% agree with her. This is awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. And do subscribe if you want to watch more videos from me. And hit that notification bell as well. All right. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by. Cheers and God bless.